Good evening, everybody. Welcome to round 5 of the Pro Hockey League at iceHQ in Melbourne. We are off the back of an absolute ripping game. If you missed the first game, we had our first shootout for the season. The Bruins came from 3-1 down at the end of the second period to snatch a 3-all game at the end of regular, and then it went into a shootout. So the Bruins won the shootout and got the extra point. So that was well done to them. The Snipers were looking to get off the bottom of the ladder, but they'll pick up 1 point, but it might not be enough, or actually it will be enough if the Dogs beat the Inferno tonight. So tonight we've got the CCM Reservoir Dogs against the MOAT Inferno, and of course we have our wonderful commentary team with Carl Brewer. Carl, welcome to you.
Thank you, Ross. Second game for the evening, and this one will be a thriller. The last time these two teams played, the Dogs won 5-2. To see if the Inferno can turn it up a little bit. The Dogs have been dominant so far. If you look at the statistics for the season so far, every single top position in the stats is taken up by Dogs. So it's going to be up for the Inferno to try and claw it back, but we'll see how they go.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really one of these seasons where, yes, there is a team that's setting the pace at the moment, but I don't know whether that domination is going to last the whole 9 games plus finals. You tend to find that teams will work out, a good team, work out how to play against them and try and restrict what put them into those winning games in the first place. So, and also over to you, our other accomplished friend, Mr. Anton Goss.
No worries. I think you're 100% right there, Ross. You know, I think the thing about the CCM Dogs is they've been scoring in spurts the last couple games where they put 2 or 3 past you in a blink of an eye, and that's what's kind of stretched the lead for them. But you have to remember 5-2 last time against the Inferno. That's the closest game we've seen thus far. And these CCM Dogs, undefeated, black jerseys, they've got that real Disney-style, bad boys team kind of going on. And I think everybody's going to be wanting to get a win. And with a full lineup tonight with the Inferno, I think they have a shot if they can contain that top line with Vadim Verjazov and Jamie Burke.
And, of course, add in Matt Carana to that one. And you've got the... for the Inferno, I think you'd call them the terrible trio, but for the Dogs, it's the terrific trio. So they've certainly dominated a lot of the game, and I think what we've seen in past with the Dogs and where the opposition have let themselves down against them, it's this stretch pass where the players, the Dogs players on the offensive get behind the last defender and they just fire the puck up onto the stick, and you get guys like Burke, Karana, Verjasov on the break. You're not catching them. It's a penalty shot. So it's basically up to your goalie, and you cannot leave your goalie out high and dry the way some teams have playing against the Dogs.
Certainly the combination there with Burke and Verjasov was scintillating the last few times they've played. But also the Dogs with Kahu Joyce back after missing last week. He's a real playmaker out of D. So watch for him too. If he gets the puck, he opens up even more attacking opportunities for them.
Yeah, I mean, the Inferno got some good players. I mean, Austin McKenzie, the Melbourne Ice veteran, Hector Vrilnik, who's a terrific player as well. So Brendan McDowell, of course, the captain. So they've got their firepower, and we'll see how they go. But the Dogs off the face-off and over to the Burke-Verjasov-Karana combination as Burke takes it behind the net out to Karana, back to Burke. He fumbles a little, and now Kahu Joyce comes in to step in and help. But the Inferno through Hector. Vrilnik brings the puck out, tries to get it out past Verjasov, but he cuts it off, steps inside onto the backhand, over to Burke. Burke sends it in and scores. It is that easy, that quick, and that damaging line has started as they left off in the last game.
You give them an inch of room, and they'll make you pay for it, that's for sure. That was a very good piece of puck control. Verjasov cutting it off when Kahu came in and just doubled up on that forecheck on the Inferno and just kept the play, and the Inferno's breakout just had no room to move at all.
Did Karana get a tip on that? I'm just wondering. He's got himself into a good position. The shot came in, and I don't know.
Just squeezed through the legs. I think maybe just having that presence there that Reinhardt's maybe would have thought that there would have been a move. Just couldn't get the legs closed on.
So here we go, Matty Anderson, who he's one I forgot about to mention in the start. He's also a very it can change a game without a doubt. So here we go with the Inferno trying to cut things off as they do at the moment with Matt Knox bringing the puck back in, but Dane Davis, the veteran, in the net tonight, and Damien Holland having the night off. So the two elderly statesmen in the goalie stakes are sharing the duties for the Dogs this year. So Ryan Bennett puts it across to Alex Koenig. Alex Koenig gets hit heavily by Matt Knox. It was a good hit. It was a fair hit. Mikey Ting picks the puck up. He loses a bit of an edge against the boards. Oh, that's a bit of a hit off the boards. And we might see a penalty there. He was definitely a step away from the board, so just trying to catch it up. Might be Jesse Thompson wearing a different number. No, it's not. It is, in actual fact,
Sean Jones?
no. All right, so we'll just wait for that penalty call. And
Alrighty, so here we are, guys, with Inferno penalty. Number 19 for 2 minutes for boarding, and the dangerous Dogs are here on the power play, but the Inferno, through Bellick, dumps it down for Dane Davis to come out and grab that puck. So nice little forecheck there by Andrew Bellick. But here comes the Dogs through Jamie Burke into Vadim Vajasov. Nice little move inside out, takes it around. Here's Kahu Joyce in the corner. Kahu battling against Bellick, picked up from Vajasov. Vajasov over to Corona, wheels down, takes it behind the net, looking for the pass, back to Carpenter, over to Burke. Burke, nice little shot along the ice, down to Corona in the corner. Corona with the puck, battling hard against the Infernos, comes out with it, top of the circles, over to Burke. Burke through the slot.
Ooh.
But no luck. Here's Vajasov now, behind the net, looking for his teammate with Corona. Corona to Burke. Burke just fans on it, and that's going to go down to the defenseman in Carpenter. He's going to circle that back to Vajasov. Nice little cycle going on here for the Dogs. Vajasov walks out through the middle, little chip down to Corona, out front, but just misses Burke, and that's going to go all the way down to Dane Davis, who's going to move it up quickly. There's Carpenter, over to Burke, just like that. Dogs back into the offensive zone. Nice little shot on. Oh, and Reinhardt doesn't know where it is, but it's behind the net with Vajasov. Vajasov playing a little bit of a keep away from the Inferno there. And there's Burke. So the Dogs are doing a great job on this power play, keeping the pressure. And here's Vajasov. Back the net, but that's a nice little play there by the Inferno. And they were just going to dump that down through with that was Brendan McDowell.
All right, so Dane Davis traps the puck behind the net, brings it around to Trevor Leo. He looks across ice to Jamie Burke. I don't think he's left the ice yet. So he steps over the blue line, looks at Schumer on the middle. Nice little drop to Mikey Ting, gets a shot on, but then that is stopped by Robin Rignarts, who is in net for Inferno tonight. And the Inferno have seen off the penalty or about to, and it was actually a 2 and a 10 that was given for that boarding penalty. So there's
I think there was just a little bit of danger on that one, because Mikey Ting, being a smaller guy, just a little bit up near the head. So
yeah, and it did look at it. It was nearly a metre off the boards with hit. So here we go. Inferno chipped over the top by Austin McKenzie. Ryan Bennett traps it down, gets it back into the neutral zone. Jack McCoy plays that well, has to hold up while the zone clears. Well met by Ryan Bennett, and Jack McCoy on the puck again. Chips it backhand down, looking for Matty Anderson. Matty Anderson looks up, but goes across to the middle. Well trapped off by Trevor Leo, and he's got pressure on him by Matty Anderson, and the Inferno keeping the puck in their offensive end. Well played by them at the moment. The puck comes out to Jack McCoy. Jack McCoy up high, but now clears out of the zone. Steve Bellick backs up, but Inferno have got a clear out, which they have. Puck's clear, back into the neutral zone. Steve Bellick looking across, chips down into the corner, but there's no Inferno taking chase on the puck. So the Dogs will settle down through Jack Carpenter, who gets it up to Corona, but he's had pressure on him, but good enough to get it out to Bennett. But now Inferno again take the puck back, and they bring up, look across ice, tried to trap it by Brendan McDowell, but bounces through him. And now Kahu Joyce takes the puck behind the net, gets some pressure on, but looks up to Vadim Vajasov. Vajasov steps over the blue line, a pass across the middle, well cut off by the Inferno. And Jackson Lane put that good pressure on. And now the Dogs looking to get it back out again. Carpenter goes across the middle to Burke. Oh, nice little stick by Stevie Ballack, it looked like. Looks to the middle. Brendan McDowell puts the puck behind him so he couldn't quite hold it. Matt Knox, nice little hit by, steps in by Carpenter, but Knox up to the task. Vajasov looks for the source, looks for that pass through to the Burke out the back. Karana comes in, picks up, looks across to the middle and now curls around into the corner. Good pressure by the Inferno. They're not giving the Dogs their all way like they did in the first minute, so they've steadied up a little bit. Nice little play by Hector. Nice little dangle. Steps over the blue line in the offensive zone. Backhand shots stopped by Kahu Joyce. And now Burke throws it into the middle, but Jack McCoy steps up. He's got pressure on him by 3 Dogs. He's been attacked by a pack of Dogs as he... nice little shot by Jackson Lane as Jack Carpenter fights the puck in behind the net. Solid play, Jack Carpenter. Nice little flick back to Jamie Burke between the legs. He sizes up, looks for a pass. Little chip out to Vajasov. Vajasov looks over to the middle. That was set. And Burke steps over the centre line. He'll get a shot on. He does. Rignards just wide of him. And, nice little play out in front. Mikey Ting couldn't quite get a handle on it. And now the Matty Anderson for the Inferno. He brings it out to Jack McCoy. He looks across to Delvine. Delvine, a pass that looked like to Andy Ballack, but he missed a piece of it. And now Rignards just plays that down to Philip Bakasoulis. So they bring it around again, the Inferno.
It may have looked a little bit earlier as though Matt Knox won that collision with Carpenter and that little check they had earlier, but Knox immediately left the ice and it certainly looked like it knocked the stuffing out of him, although he won the collision. I don't think he won the after effects of it. Carpenter managed to stay on and keep playing. But,
2 big balls.
Yep. Knox got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, it can... Jack Carpenter's been around for a long time and a lot of experience, and he's had plenty of physical collisions. So
he might have landed on his backside, but I think he had his shoulder a bit lower, and that's what hit Knox right in the ribs.
So we've got a couple of little additions here tonight. For the first time this year, we're seeing Sean Jones, the Mustangs veteran, out on the ice. He's wearing number 18 tonight, and we'll see what sort of impact he can have on the Inferno. There's no doubt he's a very experienced and a very talented player, so let's hope he can help Inferno. So they charging at the net. Dane Davis covers up. A little bit of traffic in front of him, but they all clear out.
Jackson Lane just there with an excellent shot from the point through traffic. A little bit lucky there, I think, Dwayne Davis to get in touch of it. Did you catch that one by any chance, Anton?
Yeah, no, just as you said, great shot into the pads of Dane Davis. Just great positional play there. I think that's that veteran experience.
Here comes Vajasov and Burke on the breakout. Vajasov finds a way through 3.
Yeah, he puts it in behind, but up to the task. Stevie Ballett looks for the long pass to Matty Anderson. Carpenter will give chase. They both go into the corner. Carpenter wins the race, but good body by Anderson. Gets the puck behind the net. Another good little battle. Jones gets in behind to Anderson. Anderson looks out to Jones. Just slips through Vajasov. Vajasov gets it out to Burke, but that's hit back by the Inferno to Jackson Lane. Jackson Lane sends it around. Matty Anderson lets it go around to Sean Jones. Sean Jones back to Matt Anderson, but he loses that to Karana. Karana to Vajasov. Vajasov to Burke. That's dangerous. Over the blue line he goes. Looks across to Karana. Bouncing puck, but Sean Jones onto it. Looks for the pass across to Anderson. He finds him. Carpenter's stepping in on him. He's on his own against 2. Nice play. And he nearly gets through. The puck just scoots on him, and Dane Davis just gets covers the puck over. And we'll have a face-off in the corner. Nice little bit of positive play by the Inferno.
Yeah, it's good to see there that Jamie Burke being very closely watched by Steve Bellick every time they're on the ice together. Burke's been cut off by Bellick a couple of times now, so it's going to make things a bit interesting and possibly frustrate Jamie a little bit.
Yeah, well, not much. It doesn't take much to frustrate Jamie, so if he keeps at that, he could win that battle. So McCoy tries to get out, and here's Ting. He's using a bit of pace, gets around McCoy, gets a shot on... and it's off the shoulder, I think, of Rignards over into the netting.
Yeah, it's you can just see when Steve Bellick's on the ice, he's very much watching for that classic move that we've seen so many times of the combination between Vajasov and Burke.
Yeah, so here's Hector Villeneuve taking the face-off against Ting to the right of Rignards. Won by the Inferno. Jack McCoy behind his net. Chips that up to Matt Campbell. Campbell able to get that through the center, and there was Sean, awesome McKenzie. But here's Vrelnick. They're in with 3. Nice little shot, but hell of a save! Great save by Dane Davis.
Winding back the
Blocked
clock.
that out of the air, that's for sure. That was a magnificent
Flashing the
save.
leather. That's the old windmill. That's the old windmill.
Did he add a little? Was there a little extra there just to
I don't think
just
so.
for cameras? No, no.
All flair.
Not on that one.
Yeah, he's looking for the
Vachasov
iceHQ special.
busting up the right-hand side.
Over to Karana. Oh, on his knee. Oh, off the iron. And the puck comes out. Kahu Joyce flicks it back into Vachasov. The Inferno are going to have to be on their best defensive work here as Vachasov steps in. A rebound comes out to Burke. Burke back to Karana. Karana will look up top to Carpenter. No, he gets held up into the boards. Well done by the Inferno. And now the puck comes out to Inferno on the boards, but Vachasov tries to get it across to Jamie Burke. Kahu Joyce steps in, gets a little bit of body on him, and now Trenton Delvine. Trenton Delvine looks to get it back to Andy Ballack. Andy Ballack throws it back out again, but it just comes down. Tristan Woods. Oh, no, he stepped over the line and he beat the puck. It was a close call, but we'll give it to the linesman. He was on the spot there, young Hamish Young, and it would have been an opening for Travis Woods, but
Jackson Lane's not really happy there. You know, he lost his stick, and there was a little bit of gamesmanship there by Kahu Joyce, just passing it so further away from him, not able to pick it up. And he was
entirely unintentional, I'm sure.
Yeah, he was looking at the referee saying, "Is that allowed?" But no penalty, obviously, as we're still 5-on-5.
I couldn't imagine Kahu trying to roll up the opposition in any way.
No, never.
So Sean Jones flicking the puck back into the offensive zone. Ryan Bennett plays it back out, but it's kept in by the Inferno. Matt Knox pushes his way through, backs it back out again, and that's Philip back to Sulis. And again, Matt Knox over to Matty Anderson. Matty Anderson, tries to bring it in and just trapped in at the post there.
Oh, it's still
Still
loose.
alive. That puck's still going, boys.
Yeah, and there's Bakasulis stepping in. He throws it back in behind again to Matty Anderson. Matty Anderson, shot from a tight angle, but that's going to put the Inferno under pressure now as Ting turns it out to Schumer. Schumer stepping over the blue line and chips it in, but Rignards with a poke check, gets it back out. Alex Koenig, he'll look up top, and here's Jack Carpenter. Jack Carpenter waits for some traffic and then puts the shot on. A little bit of experience there as Jack Carpenter just held onto the puck, wait for a player to get in front of him before he took the shot.
We're certainly seeing some very effective defence at the moment from Inferno. They're doing it really well and getting a couple of opportunities to attack, but I kind of feeling the groundswell for the Dogs is just starting to ramp up a little bit at the moment.
Yeah, well, I think with a little bit of a shorter bench, every second shift, the Inferno are having to go up against this deadly trio that's on the ice.
Oh,
Now,
nice.
Nice kick save there by Reinhardt.
All right, so now Brendan McDowell, well played, trapped the puck against the boards, gets it across to Hector Vrelnick. Vrelnick steps over to the middle and then tried to be pushed forward. And now that was by Austin McKenzie, but now Stevie Ballack coming back in the race as Karana on him with a bit of pressure. He's going to need to be careful and get the puck out of that area pretty quick because Karana will and has taken it off him. And it comes back to Vachasov. Vachasov brings Kahu with a big wind up. And Rignards up to the task as she traps the puck.
Kahu's certainly showing that game-making thing that he can do coming out of defence. He's such a constructive defensive player. Every time he touches the puck in defence, it's pretty much the launch of an effective counter-attack. Very, very dangerous player.
I don't think there's any doubt about Kahu Joyce's ability. Oh, nice big wind up again by Vachasov off the face-off. Set play. And Rignard's up to it. But just on Kahu Joyce, I mean, he's one of the most talented hockey players going around. And sometimes he is his own worst enemy when it comes to getting upset and putting himself off his game rather than anybody else. But there's no doubt when he's on, he's a very, very talented player indeed. So here we go. If Trenton Delvine from Inferno putting the puck into the corner, Dane Davis comes out, plays it. He comes and flicks it around and out of the zone as Jack McCoy comes back on it. He looks across to Travis Woods. Travis Woods, he puts it down below as well, and Dane Davis comes out with the experience, plays it again, and brings it out. Schumer, gets it back, Delvine. Delvine loses a handle on it. Jamie Burke, he's looking up for Schumer. Schumer steps over. Well hit by... who was that? That was actually young Evan, the 17-year-old who laid that hit, and it was well played. Just So Jack Carpenter brings it out to Schumer. Schumer one-touch pass over to Karana, steps over to the blue line. He's got Alex Koenig on the left side. He steps in himself and scores with a backhand. I think Robin Ringouts might have been cheating a little bit, thinking the pass was going to come across to Koenig. It's just over the shoulder with a backhand. That is a wonderful shot, and that is the skill of Mac Caruana.
So there we have it, guys. 2-0 for the Dogs, and another 2 goals for that deadly trio there of Burke, Karana, and Verjasov. So let's see if the Inferno have an answer. Nice little face-off win there by Anderson to push it forward to Jones. Jones is going to curl here just past the blue line, get into McCoy. Nice move across over there.
Back whoa.
What a save by Davis, but the Inferno still have it there deep. Back to Jones. Great shot and the deflection in front there by Knox. So Knox, but just deflected that wide. So great answer by the Inferno after letting in the second goal of the game. It's 2-0 here with 40 seconds remaining, 35 seconds now in the first period.
Yeah, let's see if the Inferno can make something. If they win the face-off, Knox gets a shot on, but it rebounds back out. McCoy, he throws it in, and it'll go out into the corner, and we got about 20 seconds left in the period. Again, another shot by Knox, and it pops off the glass, and Dane Davis just a little baseball save and stops any damage from coming from that. So that might wind the clock down enough for the Dogs and for the Inferno for the end of the first period. So we probably won't get a face-off as Jamie Burke just deliberately doesn't go into the face-off. So we'll so that's 2-0 to the Dogs. On paper, sure, 2-0, but Inferno, I think they looked not too bad in that first period. Let's see what they can do when they come out for the second. All right, here we are. We're back for the second period with the Dogs up 2-0 and Inferno looking to just put that little bit of scoreboard pressure on. They've actually put pressure on them on the rink, but they've got to convert that into, they've got to convert their chances. And here they go into attack with, but Jack Carpenter for the Dogs gets back onto it quick. But it's cut off by Vrilnik. Vrilnik back to McDowell. And McDowell gets a shot on, gets it, brings it in front. Oh, and he gets a little trip. He asks the referee, was there anything there? No, sir, as Bajasov comes up and passes over to Karana, and he sends it back down in the corner. Burke looking down there, but it's cut off by Stevie Bellick. And now the bit of a scramble through the middle there.
Yeah, Steve Bellick doing an excellent job of nullifying the attack combination of Vajasov and Burke a lot of times. He's doing that really well and reading it.
Yeah. Here we go for Vajasov. Brings it back around again, but it's missed everybody except for Stevie Bellick. He goes back into the corner, brings it back around again, but he gives it back to Vajasov. Vajasov throws it into the middle, and now Brendan McDowell. He gets it over to Vrilnik. Vrilnik stepping over the blue line, puts a shot on Dane Davis, but he'll just very casually take a hold of it, and you're going to have to get up pretty early to score a goal on Dane Davis. He has a very successful history in the AIHL with the Newcastle North Stars and the Melbourne Ice. I'm pretty sure there were 4. I know there was definitely 3 championships that he has won as goalie. So he's still very much one of the top goalies in the country. So the Dogs start bringing the puck up the ice through Ting, but cut off. And Sean Jones looks across to Matt Knox. And then tapped down with a high stick from Bakasoulis. And we'll have a face-off down deep for the in the Dogs' offensive zone.
Neither team choosing to take this as an opportunity for a change of the lines. A reasonably fresh leg still.
Yeah, so here's Mikey Ting up against Anderson. Anderson wins it. And here's Jack McCoy behind his net, getting chased there by Koenig.
Ting's got a real turn of speed about him. He's been a bit unlucky in the last few games. So he hasn't shown up particularly high on the statistics of doing a lot of goal scoring, but he puts a lot of pressure on the defensive team.
Great forecheck, and just kind of darts around there.
He's a real asset to this team, and the statistics don't tell the full story, I think, with his playmaking.
So here's Jack McCoy behind his net, just looking for an outlet, and he's going to carry it out himself, but give it over to Baskasulis.
Koenig cuts it off and then puts a backhand in deep, and Jack McCoy gets back there. Schumer just doesn't really play the body, and then Matt Anderson comes in, picks it up, looks for a little bit of play, does well, gets it over to McCoy. McCoy looks up to Knox. Knox steps over the blue line. He puts a shot on. Davis puts it over into the corner as the 2 players meet into the corner, but thrown into the middle, but cut off by Trevor Leo. Trevor Leo gets a shot down, but Jackson Lane and Karana chasing back, but the referee feels that the linesman, feels that will be an icing call. So a lot of misunderstanding as far as the way, when they clear an icing or they call the icing, and it's nothing about a foot race and who's first to the hash marks or anything like that. It's just simply a linesman's call as to whether there's any danger involved if they allow it to continue with the players meeting at the board. So that's how the icings will or will not get called. Shot in by Stevie Ballick from a fair way out. Dane Davis getting some very, very comfortable saves at the moment, and he'll be pretty happy with seeing 9 shots and no goals, given that 7 of the shots have probably been pretty soft.
That one, he had plenty of sight. There was no traffic for Steve Ballick to try and shoot through there, so it was the end a fairly routine save.
All right, so under the scoreboard corner, a little bit of a meeting of the minds over there with Trenton Delvine hooking the puck out, brings it out to Stevie Ballick. And Stevie Ballick winds up, little slapper low. Oh, rebounds out. Travis Woods was there, but just couldn't get a handle on it. And then Vajasov gets a nice little drive-by Andy Ballick. And a pass over to Kahu Joyce. Steve Ballick onto it, well intercepted. Jack Carpenter gets back onto it. Turns himself around. Oh, he puts a saucer pass up, gives it to Andy Ballick. Andy Ballick winds up and
puts it in the net.
Hang on a minute. There's a score. Daryl's first reaction was no goal, but
that's a goal.
It is a goal.
It went in the net.
In and out, and then Dane stayed underneath.
No, it is no goal.
It's not a goal. There you go. It looked like a goal.
For all intent, I didn't see the puck go in the net. I was just going by the player celebration. But Daryl straight away put his arms up, no goal. And I'd like to see what...
off the post.
Oh. That's a great call. That is a great call from Daryl Hamilton. That to the naked eye, that was in. Anyway. Here we go. Vajasov, saucer pass across. Karana comes in and picks up the scraps, but he gets that cut off. But now the puck gets pushed up, and the Dogs now in control again. As Karana looks to get through traffic, but not through that traffic. So they get a bit of a scramble, and again the Dogs win the puck back. Jack Carpenter looks across the ice over to Jamie Burke. Jamie Burke again goes east-west across to Vajasov. Vajasov steps in, takes a shot, over the top. And Burke brings that around. Kahu Joyce. He tries to get it in. Stevie Ballick, well played, good body. But Jamie Burke up to the task, steps in, gets a pass over to Karana. Karana, he's just trying to squeeze one through, and he does. He does.
the patience of Corona there.
Well, a nearly goal down the other end, but an actual goal down this end, and that takes the score out to 3-0 to the Dogs.
Yeah, Corona just does a great job going there, tries to tuck it, realizes that that Rhineouts is down and just picks it up and roofs that top shelf. He's having a great game. That's his second goal so far tonight, guys.
There's not too many games that he's not extremely effective in, that's for sure. And so here we go, back down now with Dane Davis coming out and playing the puck, gets it around to Koenig. Koenig pushes it back to Trevor Leo. He sends it back to Schumer. Schumer back, and Leo leaves it around for Ryan Bennett. Ryan Bennett looks across the ice, a great pass to Schumer. Schumer gets Mikey Ting on the stretch as he squeezes between the two towers that Mikey Ting being a little smaller than them. But the Dogs still with a bit of possession, but a bit of a fight in the corner now. Good body. Now the Inferno bring the puck out. Trevor Leo staying back high. Bennett brings the puck down along the boards. And well done by Sean Jones. He gets a little flick over. Matty Anderson steps in, and this is a chance. Oh, again, he just goes wide. And Dane Davis makes the save. Great fake by Jack McCoy. Steps around again, but now turns back up the boards. Brings it back out to the top. Evan Cruzelis, or we'll just call him Evan. We had Max in the first game. Now we've got Evan in this one. So Evan puts a shot on. Gets interrupted on its way to the net. Mikey Ting picks it up. Gets a backhand out again. It's not cleared out yet, and well done again by Evan. He keeps the puck in. Great work by the young fella. And now Matty Anderson goes in and meets Mikey Ting. He gets met by Alex Koenig. So Koenig now tries to bring the puck out again, but didn't get enough on it. Matt Knox sends it back in again into the scoreboard corner. Got a little bit of just a bit of congestion here, and finally comes out. Jack McCoy. Looks to squeeze through the players and gets well hit by Bennett. And looks like we're going to have a call on that play. And
it looked like a pretty keen hit. I don't think there's anything in that.
Was it high?
Elbow.
No, elbow. Yeah. Okay, well, that'll
do it.
if you keep them down.
Yep, that's otherwise perfectly fine.
Yeah, you know, the wing came up a little. I don't know how bad, but if it looks like it's got to be, then you've got to call it, definitely. So Ryan Bennett will have a sit for two, puts Inferno onto the power play. Can they convert? They really need to get a goal.
Oh, no.
But, a trip on Vajasov, and that's going to just square it up. Sean Jones, are we talking experienced penalty there?
I was going to say there, Ross. I mean, I think you'd rather go 4-on-4 against the Dogs than let Vadim go down on a breakaway. Yeah. So
there's not. I think Robin Rinyarts might have. I think he'd be thankful for that one rather than have to have Vajasov come down on you one-on-one. So bit of 4-on-4. So. Let's see who gets the advantage on this one, with Burke just winning the face-off back a little bit, but not cleanly. The puck comes back to Balik. Balik now with pressure from Burke, but he gets a little backhand out. Doesn't clear the zone out yet. So in against the boards, Carpenter and McKenzie, as there's a bit of push and shove. Jackson Lane tries to come in. Vajasov does. Hector Virilnik, he brings the puck out. He's met by Carpenter, and now Vajasov with the puck. He stretches it back to Kahu Joyce. Kahu Joyce over to Carpenter, and he did step. He took the step. Oh, no, Jack. No, Jay. You definitely stepped before the puck crossed the line. It was a good call by Hamish Young, our young linesman. He's only young, but he's been doing it. He refs a lot of Pool A beer league, so he's used to a lot of these players complaining about everything that's not their fault. So he holds his nerve really well. So here we go. The Inferno with through back Saulis, across to McCoy and back to him again. And then he comes across to McCoy with a saucer pass. He'll look to Matty Anderson as he does and goes down, and Jack Carpenter's going to corral him into the corner and takes the puck away from him, and Dane Davis covers up.
So So here's the Inferno. Matty Anderson loses the face-off, but throws the body there on Carpenter.
All right, so now the Dogs are on the power play. And we have an icing because Bennett jumped out of the box. Well, it would have been icing anyway because it's 4-on-4. So now the Dogs with the power play. That's not what you want, but it's only about 10 seconds by the time the puck drops. So let's see if the Inferno can limit the damage. Nice little pass out in front. Trenton Delvine, big body in front of the net. He puts the puck back in. Now the Inferno go back to full strength as they got the puck down around their offensive end. And that's Andy Ballack looking to weave his way around, but he's just not going to get through. Jack Carpenter, well played as he keeps that puck held up. Travis Woods comes in to help him out. And now the gets sent around by the Dogs, and now cut off by Phil Baxoulis, sends it back into Travis Woods. That comes back to Ryan Bennett behind the net, and it's back out in front. And here's a chance. Oh, there's a nice shot by Baxoulis, but there's a bit of traffic in front, and they're all just exchanging phone numbers. Meet up later for a beer up in the bar.
Yeah, it was a great shot. It bounced around a little bit in the breadbasket of Dane Davis, but the veteran able to keep those legs closed and keep that down. So here we go, face off to the left-hand side of Dane Davis with McDowell facing off against Corunna. McDowell, nice little winger win there by Vrilnek. And the Inferno get that deep. Sean Jones over to McKenzie. McKenzie back to Vrilnek. Vrilnek behind the net, being pressured there by Trevor Leo. Vrilnek with the puck, pressured by the Dogs, but they get it to the point. Oh, and a nice little block by Burke, who's battling there with Jackson Lane, and Jackson Lane able to outmuscle Jamie Burke and just stop that sure scoring chance.
You can see here the Inferno. They're playing this. Well, they got Vajasov behind them now. If I was out on that rink right now, there is no way Vadim Vajasov is going to be last man back, no matter where the puck is on the rink. I mean,
it's interesting to see when they've got Bellick out on the ice, how they're trying to isolate him a little bit in defence too. That happened with that last goal with Corunna. Berkey took on Bellick and got around him, but there was enough pressure on him that he couldn't get a good shot, but that meant he could set up the shot by Corunna.
All right, so Matt Knox just trying to get a puck through, and Stevie Bellick eventually does. Vajasov gets a bit of a tip on it, so it's going to be clear. Rignards comes out and plays it out, but Burke, straight to Burke, and Corunna turns around, shoots wide as Jack Carpenter steps in and takes possession of the puck, drives him behind the net. Good bit of body on him. Vajasov gets the puck, and now he sends it out to Burke. Burke, he goes across the middle, and Kahu Joyce takes a shot, and a nice save by Robin Rignards.
So I think, Ross, if you just go back to that play where you were talking about, we saw it again, Vajasov coming out in the neutral zone and just sticking high, and I think the Dogs do this every week. They look to get 1 or 2 goals up on the board, and then they start to cheat a little bit and stretch you, and it forces you to have to get the goal to get back in, but then they know that they can go back and hopefully start padding another 1 or 2 in. So let's see what the Inferno do to protect that moving forward.
Yep, they've just really got to shut down those easy goals that other teams have given them, which is that stretch pass out the back. So you've just got to make them work for it. So here we go now with the Dogs coming out forward with a bit of pace, and Mikey Ting was well and truly over while Alex Koenig brought the puck over the blue line. So we'll have a face-off outside the Dogs' offensive zone into the neutral zone, and.
I think if there's one more offside call with Carpenter on the ice, he's going to blow a gasket. He's getting so frustrated.
Delvine, he gets a puck across to Evan. Cruiser will get that before the start of the third period. So Evan, so now the Inferno again. Trenton Delvine sends it back in again. Dane Davis comes out, plays the puck, sends it around the boards. Delvine cuts it off. Puts a puck in, and a little tip by Evan, and Dane Davis. He really just slowed it down for Dane rather than making any trouble for him.
2 minutes now left to play in this period. A little bit of the intensity's just trickled out of it a smidge in the last sort of couple of minutes or so. But guys starting to get a little bit tired, but they do have the long break coming up.
I think we've got it now. It's Evan Krustalev.
Krustalev.
Right. So here we go. Inferno bringing it, putting it back in by Jack McCoy. Comes around behind the net, but cut off by Bennett. Vajasov fires one across the Karana. He's on the stretch. He's got Burke behind him. The nice little drop pass on, and great play by the Dogs there with a near tip in by Karana. Great save by Robin Unyarts, but the Dogs line, the dangerous Dogs line, is out there. So Vajasov, a little bit of walk around, out to Trevor Leo. Trevor Leo, he looks up, sends it back into the corner. Burke throws it around to Karana. He's got Vajasov for backup, but he steps out to the blue line. Over to Bennett. Bennett just fumbles a little, throws it in, but a stick on that from Inferno out to the corner. Vajasov, nice little move. Out to Carano. Carano puts it back into Burke. Burke, he holds his ground, got the puck between his feet. They're battling in there for it, both teams, and now it comes out, and Bennett takes the puck and get a bit of pressure by Mackenzie, but he throws it out, and now Jack McCoy and comes over into the Inferno offensive zone for a offside. So about 30 seconds left in the second period. Inferno have been okay this period. They've, the one goal by the Dogs, but they're putting enough pressure on them. But have they got enough firepower to score some goals? That'll be the question.
I think the break's going to help them. They've had to lift their intensity a fair bit in this period. And the 10-minute break they'll get between the two periods will help them just settle themselves down a bit.
Yeah, no, definitely.
All right, here's Jack Carpenter taking the puck. And again, be careful there, Jack. You don't want to go shooting the puck after the whistle. And
I didn't hear it, sir.
Yeah. So that's the end of the second, boys. 3-0 lead for the Dogs, with the Inferno actually out shooting the Dogs by 4 shots so far here in the game. We'll chat to you all soon.
Yeah, I'm a king of the bits, they never seen this before. I gotta give them the script, yeah, I gotta leave them in awe. You know who they call when it's evil involved. I'm right in the store, the bigger they fall. Feeling like I've been defeating the all. Hands up like we asking for more. Yeah, it's go time, it's a goal. It's where my mind is. Right. I got my both eyes on the goal. I'm turning the top.
Hockey is made of many things. Of early morning practices and cold rinks. Sticks and skates. Fresh sheets of ice and scuffed boards. Of grit and guts. Passion and power. Performance and precision. It's made of crushing physicality and split-second agility. Of generation after generation of lacing up, raising the cup, and not once giving up. We've always been, and always will be, true to this game. And this game doesn't demand much, just everything you've got. CCM.
of the bits, they never seen this before. Woo! I gotta give them the script, yeah, I gotta leave them in awe. You know who they call when it's evil involved. I'm right in the store, the bigger they fall. Feeling like I've been defeating the all. Hands up like we asking for more. Yeah, let's go. Time is a goal. It's where my mind is. Right. I got my both eyes on the goal. I'm turning the top.
Nico, good try. Riley! Good try. Good job, Tom.
Yeah, I'm a king of the bits, they never seen this before. Woo! I gotta give them the script, yeah, I gotta leave them in awe. You know who they call when it's evil involved. I'm right in the store, the bigger they fall. Feeling like I've been defeating the all. Hands up like we asking for more. Yeah, let's go. Time is a goal. It's where my mind is. Right. I got my both eyes on the goal. I'm turning the top.
Hockey is made of many things. Of early morning practices and cold rinks. Sticks and skates. Fresh sheets of ice and scuffed boards. Of grit and guts. Passion and power. Performance and precision. It's made of crushing physicality and split-second agility. Of generation after generation of lacing up, raising the cup, and not once giving up. We've always been and always will be true to this game. And this game doesn't demand much. Just everything you've got. CCM.
Alrighty, guys, so welcome back to the third period. We have a 3-0 game for the Dogs against the Inferno. So let's see if the Inferno can heat up here and get back into this game. We've got the terrible trio, as Ross called them, starting with Corona, Burke, and Verjasov going up against the captain of McDowell, McKenzie, and Andrew Bellick. So here's McDowell in. Oh, great save by Dane Davis there.
And I think that goal moved off the post a little bit too. I don't think anyone noticed it. Ooh.
Yeah, just slightly, and there's Dane Davis saving him, and they'll just put that back. I think Carl, in a play like that, when the net doesn't move off enough, they'll let the play go.
Yep. And fix it pretty quick afterwards, though.
And fix it up pretty quick, as he said. So we'll have a face-off here to the left of Dane Davis with Matt Corona facing off again with McDowell here on the fresh ice. So
nice. A good sharp attack too from Inferno. They've actually outshot the Dogs in the last period, up 15 shots to 11 now, so they've got to start putting them in the net.
So here's the Inferno with Austin McKenzie getting it down to Andy Bellick, but Kahu Joyce will win that up. But here's McKenzie taking off Burke, but Burke gets it in the half wall with a nice little pass out to Verjasov, but just misses him, and that'll go down for icing, but waved off. So Verjasov there first, puts it back behind for Corona. Corona's going to look and circle that back to behind the net to Burke. Verjasov to Burke. Burke just circling, having a look, but great check there by McDowell, and he'll clear that out and hop to the bench for a change. So here's Bennett in his own zone, over to Carpenter. Carpenter with a pass up to Verjasov. Verjasov with speed through the neutral zone, breaks into the offensive pressure, takes it to the backhand, curls back to Gretzky's office. Nice little move. Oh, but that was Matty Anderson just laying the body. So here's Corona now with the puck, flicks it back to Trevor Leo. Trevor Leo with a shot, nice little deflection, but no shot on net. And here's the Inferno battling there with Bellick. He'll just chip it out there to Sean Jones, over to Knox, off the boards, and deep. So here come the Inferno and Matty Anderson with a big hit, but it looks like that's going to be another penalty for the Inferno.
Oh,
And
Dane Davis not happy about that either.
Yeah, Ting certainly came off second best in that check behind the net, but quite sure why he's been pinged for it.
Oh, high.
Yeah, it was a little bit high.
Yeah.
Which is not hard on Tingy. I mean, he's a little guy.
Not for at all.
Yeah. But it's definitely definitely got him a bit high. He was a bit crouched at the same time as well, so he needed to bend the knees a bit and come in a bit lower, Matty Anderson. I mean, he's not a tall guy himself, so there's probably no excuse for the hit to have got him high. I think we'll find that'll be. Are we going 2 and a 10, or are we just a standard 2?
As of now, it looks like we have 2 for the Inferno, but we also have a penalty here to Byron Tashuma.
Yeah, no, that'll be for Dane Davis's
Antics.
a little introduction over to Matty Anderson to let him know he felt he did wrong. But yeah, definitely 2 and a 10 for Matty Anderson, and then the square up penalty, which will probably take it. Probably will it be 4 on 4? Yeah.
Yeah, 4 on 4, but the face-off down in the Inferno zone because the first penalty there would have gone to Anderson. So 4 on 4 here with Vrajasov taking it up to the point, having a look, nice little curl and drag, but the Inferno able to stop that. But Vrajasov, as he often does, gets the puck again there in the corner. Nice little curl back with control. Here are the Dogs with Vrajasov. Nice little play, but Kahu Joyce not able to keep that in the corner, and Jack McCoy will send that all the way down. And with 4 on 4, with a penalty each, we'll be having a icing call on Jack McCoy, and the puck will come back down to the Inferno zone. So players like Vrajasov, Corona, they're going to like a little bit of the extra space that we have on 4 on 4, and the Inferno will just have to be wary of that. So nice little win there by Vrajasov, and Carpenter's going to chip that down into the corner for Corona to have chase. But here's Sean Jones in his zone. So Sean Jones looking for one of his players. Nice little pass up. Oh, my apologies. That was Krutzev up to Jones. Jones with a shot, but just wide. Coming in deep there to forecheck is Jack McCoy, but Vrajasov just eases him into the corner, and Carpenter will take it to the safety of behind his own net. So here's Vrajasov, back up to Carpenter. Oh, and there was Krutzev able to lay the body on Carpenter and get the puck back. So here's Knox for the Inferno, in on the zone against Kahu Joyce. McCoy battling with Vrajasov. Vrajasov comes out with the puck, and he's one-on-one here on Krutzev. Vrajasov on Krutzev with the move.
Oh, lovely move.
Oh, but Krutzev able to keep the body. And there's Vrajasov again with the puck. But Brendan McDowell will take that down the wing. So McDowell in on 2. He's got Bellick with him. Puts it in front of Bellick. What a save! Dane Davis gets the leg down and stops that shot on Andy Bellick. What a save for the Dogs netminder.
Bodies everywhere in front of the net, and the Dogs missed out on an opportunity for a big counter-attack there.
Yeah, great pass, but even better save. So here come the players out of the box. We're back 5 on 5. Puck deep in the Inferno zone, and that's Burke. Oh, and there's Trevor Dalveen. Trent Dalveen able to get that out, and Burke's going to corral that there in the neutral zone. So Burke over to Shuma, down for Ting. Ting giving chase, as he often does, there against Bellick. So here's Steve Bellick behind his own net, having a look. Takes a pass up to Sean Jones, who will just take it and give it through in the middle there to Woods. Travis Woods puts it to the corner, battling there on the wing with Koenig. Koenig able to win the puck, but that's Jackson Lane with a nice poke check, only as far as Koenig. And here's Andy Bellick with the shot down, and that's going to be icing.
Gets the boys a little bit of a break and a chance for at least the Dogs to get a change.
I think the physical stakes have stepped up a little bit this the start of this period, boys. A few really nice clean hits, and a couple of, obviously that hit by Matty Anderson on Mikey Ting earned him a 2 and a 10, but
it didn't look vicious though. It was,
look, no intention there. I don't think Matty Anderson's not a dirty player by all means. So. But the Inferno were really stepping it up in this last period. Jack Carpenter takes a shot and covered up by Robin Rinyarts. But it's a good sign from the Inferno.
Take a look at this replay one more time. What a save there by Dane Davis. It's a very different game if the Inferno score that early and cut the lead down to 2. So Dane Davis doing his job and playing lights out.
Absolutely. 17 shots in the Inferno to 13 from the Dogs for their 3 goals. So it really does tell a bit of a story tonight. But Inferno looking to stretch the Dogs here a bit, but it's cut off, and Karana steps in on Rinyarts, and it's sent away into the corner now. Jack McCoy gets a bit of pressure from Vrajasov. The puck's still there. And poked away, but the 2 bodies come in, and a bit of a hold there. Oh, and a push while he's down. Here we go. The boys are going to dance.
It's going to be a bit more than 2.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, so
One of the referees caught up and tripping over the back of the attempt to split up those two gentlemen, having a minor altercation.
So this will be interesting to see what happens here, guys. The first penalty is going to be on Corona for just wrestling Krutzelov down onto the ice, but with a little bit of retaliation, Krutzelev's going to get 2, and with the roughing on there for Corona, we'll see if there'll still be a power play opportunity or if it'll just be 2 and 2.
See, the linesman Andrew Crowther came in and actually separated Jamie Burke from the other one quite skillfully.
Corona looks like he's done himself a bit of an injury too, cradling his left arm.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't look like he's particularly comfortable after that.
So the two captains are just coming over and finding out what the story is, but Brendan McDowell loses interest. He skates off to the bench.
Yeah.
So Jamie does as well, Jamie Burke. And we've just got one on each by the look of it. And I wonder whether Matt Corona might have hurt his wrist or elbow or something when he fell down to the ice. But
so gents, we're 4-on-4, and I think the Inferno with Krutzelov there retaliating just lose an opportunity for the power play, which would have been nice. So 4-on-4 hockey, plenty of space. Let's see what goes on here.
All right, so the Dogs now just bring the puck. Vajasov just pausing with the puck, gets it over to Burke, gets it out high to Carpenter. Carpenter gets a shot well blocked off by Trevi Woods. Trevi Woods gets up the rink a bit. Jack McCoy comes onto the puck. Sorry, Matt Knox. Matt Knox steps over the blue line. Shot on Davis. Davis deflection. Well done. Puts it into the netting, and we'll have a face-off down deep in the Inferno offensive zone. So let's see if the Inferno can now move their aggression, which is good. It's good to see that they're stepping up to the Dogs and taking and challenging them that way. But they really do need this puck in the back of the net soon to cut that margin down to 2 goals to give themselves a big chance.
So that's a dump down by Trevor Leo, and we'll have a face-off again in the Dog zone with 8 minutes remaining in the third period. 3-0 for the Dogs over the MOAT Inferno with 45 seconds left in the coincidental minors.
So I was just chatting with Steve Bellick on Wednesday night at a training session here, and he was saying that Inferno were not quite as intense as he thought they might have been, but they've shown that's not the case this evening. They've absolutely turned it up. They're in this game, that's for sure. They're not giving up.
Yep, so now we've got another icing on the Dogs, so they'll have to stay out on the ice. And if Inferno wanted to
We'll run the penalty right the way down, though. They'll be back to 5-on-5.
So that was a good effort there by McDowell. Had a great shot on net, but Dane Davis again up to the task. So here we are with Andy Bellick taking the face-off. He's going to lose that to Ting. Ting's going to get it back to Leo, who's going to chip it back through to Ting.
5-on-5.
Up on the boards. And that's going to go deep into the Inferno zone with Jack McCoy picking it up in the corner, being chased by Koenig. So McCoy reverses it to Sean Jones. Jones back to McCoy, but just misses him. So Andy Bellick out to no one into the neutral zone, and Bennett will just pass it over to Leo, get it up to Verjasov, who gets hit there by Andy Bellick. And here comes McCoy. McCoy down on the left-hand wing, cuts inside, but only as far as Bennett, back to Bellick. But Bennett was able to make that save. Bellick, nice little pressure there
great pass
to Jones. But Leo able to fight. So we're getting some great forecheck here by the Inferno. And here's Jones with the shot. And another great save by Davis.
Pluck that one out of the air.
Oh,
what a
boys.
magnificent work.
A little bit of deja vu, eh? Based on that one in the first period.
Pretty sure that Bellick saw nothing but net, and then there was a hand there. How did that get there?
Oh, let's see this on the replay. Oh, yeah, that was going in for sure.
Wow. That was a goal, but man, it wasn't.
I think the old windmill might add a little mayo on it on the end there, just for the cameras.
So here's Verjasov. Oh, great play there by Krutzelov to stop Burke getting in behind him.
Oh, well
so here's
done. Good
McDowell.
pass,
McDowell with the move. Shot. Oh, another save by Davis.
And Matty Knox there with a bit of a hit on Vajasov behind the play, which just raised the tempo here a smidge.
Stakes have stepped up.
They certainly have.
That's for sure.
This is becoming a fierce rivalry.
Yeah, the Inferno really want this, but Dane Davis is up to the task in there. Oh, nice try by Knox. So Knox deep back to Krutzlev, who gets it over to Bellick. Bellick looking for the tip. Oh, and McDowell just tips it wide. So here's McDowell fighting with Carpenter, gets support from Knox. Knox and Carpenter fighting in the behind the net. Puck gets loose to Verjasov. So Verjasov from the left corner has a peek, shields the puck off from Knox. And here's Joyce. So Kahu just has to regroup to get his players on side. And here's Corona over to Burke, who just chips it deep to Bellick. So Bellick looking for a stretch pass, gets it. So here's the Inferno with Jones. Jones in with the shot. Oh, but another save by Davis.
They're getting their chances. They're really getting their chances. They're just got to convert one to give themselves that little bit of belief that they only need then 2 goals to square it up, just like the Bruins did in the first game against the Snipers.
So Dane Davis up to 24 saves now, guys.
Yeah, it's been a while since anyone scored against the Dogs. This is 1 3/4 of a game so far.
So there's Jackson Lane just keeping it in. Nice little bit of footwork. There's Jones over to Bellick. Oh, just missing it is Travi Woods there on the left side of the net. So Jackson Lane hops up, gloves it down, does a little turn, but only gets it deep is Trevor Leo. So here's Trevor Leo in his zone, having a peek, a little chip pass, but Jack McCoy able to corral that. So Bellick through to Jones, over to Travi Woods here on the left wing, shot through, but deflected into the corner. So there's Bellick connecting with Bennett. Tashuma up to Koenig. Koenig one-on-one on Jackson Lane. Tries to meet it through the middle, but Jackson Lane able to get the body on Koenig and stop that play.
Davis comes out of the net and plays it, waiting for a player to give it off to.
Yeah, that's a goalie who's confident playing the puck. Oh, but Kahu Joyce gives it up to McKenzie. So McKenzie battling in there with Carpenter. McKenzie still with the puck. He's got Bellick at the point. Bellick with the shot, but that goes wide. So here's Knox behind the net. Looks for the front, but there was Tashuma in the slot able to get that. So here are the Dogs coming out of the zone. They're 2-on-2. Burke and Tashuma. Tashuma just not able to get that through to Burke, and Kahu Joyce will take that into his own zone. So
just missed that opportunity to get that pass across.
Yeah, so there's Kahu Joyce getting over to Burke, and Burke's going to try to get that to Corona, but a nice play there by Knox. So Knox and McKenzie able to keep that in the zone, and
that's a tip on Burke.
That's a tough one. So that was one of those that's accidental, and Knox is upset with himself, but the Dogs aren't gonna worry about that. Here comes Carpenter, nice little spin move, able to get that through to Verjasov. But that's Andy Bellick touching up, and we'll have a
delayed penalty on that one.
Yeah, 2 minutes for tripping.
I think the thing that Matt Knox had to do there, I mean, look, he got the penalty, he was disappointed, but he stopped playing the puck.
Yeah.
And he just gave it back to Jamie Burke, who then had an opportunity, and the puck ended up down the other end, and potentially it could have been a shot on goal or whatever it might have been. You just can't give up on the puck like that. You got the penalty, sure, but fight for it, win the puck, and, try and make it stop the game a bit earlier.
So here's the Inferno short-handed, and there's McCoy. McCoy one-on-one with Joyce, gets a shot on. Oh, and Dane Davis is just going to let that play. So we've got Verjasov circling in his own corner, but nice forecheck again by McCoy, who'll go up. The 291s colliding behind the Dogs' net. So the Inferno really looking for a goal here. They need one with only 1 minute 30 left in the match, but here's Verjasov. Over to Krona, down to Burke, and off the post for Verjasov, and he's angry. But here comes the Inferno with McKenzie. So McKenzie short-handed, bringing it in on the left wing. Off wing, brings it in with a shot, but into the breadbasket of Dane Davis. How many times are we going to say that, boys?
Not too many now. There's only a minute to run. Matt Knox very unhappy with himself there with that trip. He came into the penalty box spitting, you might say, spitting some fire, but it was a fair call.
So with
he certainly didn't mean it. I don't think he was happy with himself.
I think Inferno have called a timeout. Yep. And we've got Verjasov with a penalty. I'm not sure. It might have been a bit behind. It might have been behind play.
Yeah.
We'll just get clarification on that one.
So Verjasov and McCoy just kind of collided behind the net, and I'm sure there must have been something extra that we'll just wait to see what the referees call here. So with 1 minute 30 left, Inferno stopping time. They're just going to have a chat. They've had the chances. There's time to get 3, because if you remember, if we get that deficit from 3 down to 2, we will have stop time. So a quick goal can get them back in, and they've definitely had their chances. But Dane Davis doing what Dane Davis does, and that's stop pucks. He's having an absolute worldly game, and the CCM Dogs are 1 minute 6 away from a consecutive shutout victory. But
You've just gone and thrown Dane Davis under the bus here, Anton. He'll come looking for you if if Inferno score.
So here's Jackson Lane over to Sean Jones. Sean Jones with the shot, and there's Matty Campbell. Oh, McDowell, sorry. So McDowell gets that deep for Austin McKenzie to have chase. McKenzie and Burke battling in the corner. Sean Jones arrives to join them. And there's McDowell taking it off Burke. Down to Matty Anderson. Jackson Lane, nice little move. Takes it to the half wall and gets that deep down to Anderson. So Anderson behind the net. Curls, being watched by Bennett. There's Sean Jones helping out. So Sean Jones on the half wall, having a look. Gets it deep to Anderson. McDowell's parked in front. Over to Jackson Lane, but he's not able to get that through. And here's Bennett, who's going to dump that the length of the ice. And with the...
Oh, there's no icing.
No icing.
Corona just comes in and puts an easy one away.
And that's the hat trick, boys. So 3 goals for Matt Corona, 4-0. And that should put it out of reach with 7 seconds left in the game. Great game, guys. I think, the Inferno not able to get on the score sheet, but they had plenty of pressure. I think number 1 star tonight must go to our resident goalkeeper, doing it in style, Dane Davis with the shutout. So I didn't jinx him.
Yeah, no, it was
tonight, didn't he?
It was close. He was. I mean, there were a lot of shots from Inferno that made it a bit easier for Dane. If he listens back to the replay, he'll probably ring me and have a crack at me about that. But no, he's outstanding. He's an outstanding goalie. He has been for a long time and still is. So he's at he's still at the top of his game, which is a great thing for Australian hockey for us to be able to witness and watch him playing at his best. But what a great game, and the Dogs out 4-0. The scoreline doesn't tell the full story, I've said that before, but I feel like the teams are starting to work the Dogs out a little, and it's only a matter of time before they do pinch a win off the Dogs. So we'll be back next week for round 6 as we close into the second third of the season, and we will be running into the finals. It will be a lot of fun, a lot of excitement, and a lot of great hockey. So we'll see you again next week for round 6. Thank you to Anton and to you, Carl.
Thanks, gents. Have a great